the thing that mussels contribute to a healthy river system is that they filter out food particles from the river, and you know that's a cleansing factor, that's a clarifying factor. But they take this food that's suspended in the water column and they package it in their feces and pseudofeces and deposit. So they're what is termed biodepositors. So they deposit this organic matter on the surface of the riverbed, and that's what all the other animals that are surrounding these guys eat.
Historically, at least, mussels form very dense aggregations or mussel beds in the rivers. And the densities, we don't know what threshold it is, but at least by the time there's 30 or 40 per square meter, they're starting to form a unique ecosystem in the river where they're pulling nutrients from the water column as they filter feed and then excreting them in a different form that other algae and so forth can use, and then aquatic insects eating the algae provide fish food, so the fish hang out in the mussel bed. They kind of turn into this self-perpetuating situation where I would say it's somewhat analogous to the coral reef in the ocean, only they're in the river. And historically, there were densities of 200 and 300 per square meter in the Mississippi, and 100 per square meter a lot of places, we think, based on harvest records and so forth. There's still a few places where they get that dense. There's a mussel bed on the Sunrise River that's about 150, roughly, mussels per every square meter. So if you collect one of those little samples I was telling you about, get all the mussels out, there's only thing left on the river bottom is sand. So the mussels and their shells are actually the riverbed. And we think that probably has a stabilizing influence on the riverbed as well. So the more stable it is, the more of them survive to reproduce. And the fish hang out that the mussel needs to complete its life cycle, so they're available to infect with larvae, and then they keep hanging out there to live, and so the larvae transform and repopulate the mussel bed. It's pretty neat.